Hello everyone, I'm THOL from Group 22, and in this presentation we're going to talk about the Tun Hussein Onn Library (THOL) and Information Systems (ISS), the bread and butter of managing a modern library. Now, why do we even need an IS anyways? Well, it is to more easily manage the thousands of students studying in the library, reading among thousands of books, which all need to be managed by a lot of employees and librarians. Now, in managing these different components, we need to have operational excellence, which just means having peak efficiency and effectivity in managing every part of the library as much as possible. Now, to achieve operational excellence, we need to have and use enterprise systems which provide centralization so every user can access the same single true source of data. And it also provides automation of repetitive tasks such as sending automatic email alerts of deadlines. And finally, it provides deep connection between different departments as well as the different software modules in the system. Now, among these software modules, it may include supply chain management systems, SCMs, which may manage every part of the supply chain. Planning SCMs analyze past data to minimize, for example, fuel usage when transporting books from different countries to countries. And execution SCMs do things like track the location of the books. Now I'm gonna pass on to Chris for the customer side of managing the library.
Now I'm going to share how Tun Hussein Onn Library (THOL) is building relationship with the user through customer relationship management (CRM). So what is CRM in THOL context? It means transforming a place of collection of books into academic partner. In other words, it means to provide personalized support based on a student specific course and their usage history. So to achieve this customer intimacy, we need what I call the chain. This includes PRM, which is about managing external partners, and ERM, which is enhancing internal staff. And only then can we succeed to CRM, which offer optimal user experience. Don't worry, if that feels complicated, I will explain deeper in the following slide about how PRM and ERM are related to CRM. So the slides is about PRM. The external partners of THOL includes database vendors, examples EBSCO and Progress are two major companies, and that provider like ILS vendors are crucial because this supports CRM by content availability and system reliability. Now, moving to the employee relationship management (ERM), and as you know, employees is the heart of the service. Investing enough time in training will ensure the employees working in the library will have the knowledge and motivation to provide expert guidance to the user. And now let's talk about the tools in CRM. This include managing e-resources management to creating personalized reading lists and handling submit requests. So there are two types of CRM, which are operational CRM and analytical CRM. Let's start with operational CRM, also known as the frontliner, which provide real-time service. So instances of operational CRM include automated due date emails and help desk ticket stack. So this is about analytical CRM, also known as the strategic brain, which analyzes through data collected from the operational CRM. So examples of analytical CRMs include analyze command questions and analyzing the trends of study space usage. So to conclude what I just say, CRM success depends on strong partner relationship, ERM, and powerful internal team, ERM. Yeah, and that's all from my part. Now I will pass it to my team member Han to continue on his topic about the challenges of enterprise application. Thank you.
So I'm going to talk about the challenges of the enterprise applications. And the first challenge that all the organization face is the high cost, right? So like to implement an enterprise system, it is a really big financial commitment. It's not just a large price tag for software and hardware. It's like a massive investment in training staff and a yearly maintenance for upgrade fees, that follow. For organizations with a tight budget, that is like a long-term financial commitment. And the main thing is the complexity. So these systems are complex because they handle the complex text. These that create a problem. First, the staff need to learn a really complex way, and then it required the extensive training. It requires so many training. And the next thing is the integration. So let's be honest, every organization has its own gear, right? It has its own gear. Let's picture a library has its old system for 20 years ago. So like when we bring in a new system, so it has to talk this old system, it had to connect. And the connection is often clunky. And if it is not done perfectly, so we might end up with the data disaster, like book showing up twice, student record getting messed up, or it became total disasters. And the next one is the resistance to change. So people naturally prefer the way they have always worked, right? So imagine a librarian who has manually tracked books for a decade. So suddenly putting that into the complicated digital systems is a pushback. Staff may reset, complain like it is harder and might even find to avoid using it. So without a solid training and encouragement, the new system is like just sitting there and gathering dust. And the last one is data security and privacy. So because these applications hold all of the organization important secret, like student grades, financial data, borrowing history, they become a giant target for hackers, right? A weak system, security system doesn't just mean a potential fire. It means the catastrophic loss of trust and reputation with the very community we serve. So then the next point, I'm going to talk about how to overcome the challenges. So to overcome these challenges, first we need to manage costs. We can move away from massive upfront capital fee instead of building a data center database in a school library. We can just use a flexible model like adopting cloud-based solution. And also another powerful alternative is to explore explore free, free things like open source system, which can completely eliminate the code licensing costs. And the next point is keep it simple. So to tackle the complexity, we need is a keep it simple philosophy, right? The best strategy is to use the system standard out of the box feature fast and then adapt our way to step by step and fit them. So this ensures the system remains stable and is also easier for staff to learn and can be upgraded smoothly in the future without breaking any learning curve or something like that. So to overcome a step-by-step approach or like resistant to working resistant, we need to go step-by-step approach. We must treat training not as like a one-time event, but as an ongoing process of support. This means industrial role-based training, easy to assign help guys, and we need to identify the super user within the team for peer assistance, one employee free supporter. So one employee free supporters and see the new system actually making their job easier. So the resistance may transform into adoptions. And for security, we need to protect our data, right? So for protecting our data require more than just technology. It requires a culture shift. We need strong protocol, enforcing strong password policy and applying regular software ethics and providing regular training on threat like phishing. This make every single employee an active defender of the organization data.
Hello, my name is Scott Lijie, and I'll be talking about integrating growing technologies at THOL. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the key technologies in THOL in its enterprise application. So the first thing that comes to mind is the SOA and the web services. SOA is essentially short form for service oriented architecture, and it's just mainly talking about a series of services that we can offer within the web application that THOL provides. For example, modular services, we can provide authentication to uh, books, we can and materials that are being brought in and out. We can go for a search some function if you're looking for a specific book within for keywords, and then just keeping track of the circulation of the resources that are available within THOL. And then it's also very easy to integrate within the campus database. For example, if you're a student, you only need to send a photo and your IC or not your student ID, and you can essentially have a face scan within the entrances as you see within the library or some way university, and confirm your presence there, and also be able to self checkout as well, and also integrating RFID too for self checkout and real time inventory tracking is a part of the uh, also campus database. While within the web, we can use our mobile phones as sort of like a little library in our pockets to recheck resources if it's available, or maybe articles that we just want to quickly read up. And as for the social CRM and analytics, or what we can expect, or what is social CRM, for example, is social customer relational management, and it provides a curate can provide a curated list within the web, and essentially makes it easier to collaborate within the web series for the library, uh, using custom keywords and whatnot. For the analytics, on the analytics side, THOL uses Alma, which is which uses the uh, information, the data we get uh, from the users, and personalize it into predicting searches and whatnot. It makes the search for whatever material they find much more easier, and it could essentially connects all the users within the system more and improves like quality of life when it comes to searching the material that they want or need within. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for listening.